Hey, we are live. Awesome, awesome. Welcome back once again. Third race of the week. Back here at the Bomb Squad Racing League. Our Wednesday Night Truck Series stretch continues here through the month of March. And we are at a very, very difficult racetrack here. It is Bristol. It is Game Track Bristol, no less. Open setup, of course. And of course, these trucks are going to be dancing all over the place. And that's with CTS physics. So that tells you what may be in store for the Cup physics side of things. Of course, as always, we like having someone alongside in the booth, and a familiar face is back once again, Mr. Rogers, Zach Rogers, that is.
Let's go, Andrew. It's the Last Great Coliseum for 175 laps of action, beating and banging, hitting the wall, hitting each other, getting loose, getting tight. Gonna be fun.
Going to be a lot of fun. Fun fact, this is one of only 3 NASCAR tracks that I have been to in real life. Of course, the others being Pocono and Dover because they're the closest to me. But even when I went last fall, got to see both the Xfinity and Cup races. And even though the Cup Series race definitely left a lot to be desired from an excitement standpoint, I can safely say that there is no substitute for just how loud that place is. The fact that you can see just about everything. It is such a spectacle, and I will always, I would say at this point that I would recommend if you are a NASCAR fan who would like to see for just like going to races in person, this is honestly a track that should be on your bucket list. Holy moly, was that awesome! The Xfinity race was fantastic, but I will admit, as meh as the Cup race was, even just getting to sit there and just in the just the sound. I even closed my eyes at a couple points and just took it in. That was awesome.
You saw Tyler Mallon on pole tonight. Tyler making his third start of the season. He's got Mac Daddy to his outside. Silver Bullet Pantelica, row 2. Terry Scott and Magoo, row 3, the only ones to set any time. Then you got Brain Fade, Monty Keller, Nelly, KJ, and Ricky J. So 11 drivers here tonight.
A decent little turnout there for a truck race, including first time I think that we have broadcast a race with Pantelica. I think that's Barry, as he is also known. One of my favorite paint schemes out there, of course, me being the metalhead that I am. Of course, Pantelica being a reference to the obvious, and running a Slayer truck tonight. Actually, since we're in happy hour, let's get a look at that thing here, shall we?
This will be
There it is.
Pantelica's 6th start of the season.
I've never quite gotten into Slayer as much as I did some of the other big 4 bands, but hey, metalhead to metalhead, I salute you, good sir, and of course you also as well, Zach.
I think so. The first album I ever listened to from Slayer was the biggest hit album, not biggest hits, but the one that was the biggest hit.
Rain and Blood, I think it was.
Yes, Rain and Blood. I listened to Rain and Blood first, and then I want to say I listened to one other album from their early days. I don't remember the name of it. I don't think it stuck with me as much as Rain and Blood did. And then I checked out, I think it was a new album at the time that they released in like 2018 or something.
Oh, okay, probably Repentless. I don't know. It's like
Repentless. I checked that out, and I like that a little bit.
I say that I don't listen to them much, but I know their albums.
Yeah, not my go-to style of metal.
Yeah. Although
very picky with the thrash that I like.
I think you and I are both more of the
core kids for life.
Do you watch Nick Nocturnal?
Yes. I
I'm
think
not
we've
surprised.
talked about this, I thought.
I know we talked about like Tank the Tech and Rocked and
I
I think
feel
some
like I
others. Uh,
absolutely had to have brought up Nick at some point.
oh, that's right, you did because when Sleep Token was teasing all their stuff,
I was sending you the videos.
you
Yeah.
sent me that one. Yeah. That's why. As soon as you said "Core Kid for Life," I'm like, oh, I know who that. I know who you're referencing.
Yeah, I'm in his Discord server. There's a lot of funny looking emotes and stickers in there.
Have you ever tried posting like a clip for him to react to in one of his try not to laugh videos?
Uh no, I think I did I tried to do one of the song recommendation streams once, but like there's like 1,000 people posted in those channels, man.
Yeah, I think he's got over 1 million subs, so that doesn't surprise me.
There's like 17,000 people in that Discord server or something. Something crazy like that. Yeah, it's a huge server.
Yeah, that'll do it. Just kind of checking on through everyone that's on track here.
Should be fun show tonight. I'm happy we got the 18 and the 93, which is the 193 tonight. I'm happy we got both of them out on track because those should be our favorites to watch tomorrow night. Tyler with 4 cup wins and Ricky J with 7. Ricky J leads all drivers all time in Bristol wins. Man is the Darrell Waltrip of Bomb Squad.
I wouldn't be surprised if he gets another one here, but he's, like you said, got some stiff competition with that 18 and the Mac Daddy's out there and the 28. The 029 is going to be running. I think we're going to be in for a pretty good fight here up here at the front. And yeah, we may have a little glance of it right here. Well, it looks like KJ's just kind of trying to feel it out. He did get in the server pretty late. Oh. Sorry, blank screen for a moment.
So a fun story regarding Bristol here and Bomb Squad. Back when I had my license to race here in the fall of 2020, I got my 50th win all time on NR2003 here in the Truck Series.
Dang.
It was really, really hard fought win for myself. I had to hold off Greg Lovell for about 80 laps. So that was very excruciating.
As Tyler and Joven are both messing with me on Whisper, threatening to whisper over the scream.
As long as they're not swearing.
We only got 2 rules here on Top Dragster. No politics, no swearing. I mean, I'm not as, although I'm not as stingy as I once was with that. I used to not even allow swearing in the YouTube chat. I would actually yell at people for that. I don't know what was wrong with me.
You get on and off track. I don't think you did. Oh
Oh,
well.
oops, sorry.
Too late.
Too late.
That's what Tyler and Ricky J get leaving you on their whisper.
Got Steve in the chat there, Jason, and then of course Magoo in chat as well. Let's go racing indeed. 175 laps, which of course still got the ticker down there at the bottom, and we'll look to upgrade this pretty soon here. But for right now,
one day Andrew will stop procrastinating and make a lap ticker. One
day. I actually have one, but with how I have the layouts, with how I have the layout set right now, it would have caused other problems. But as soon as I get the bottom part taken care of here, that will no longer be an issue. As the pace truck is in, here we go, 175 laps.
Boogity.
Let's go racing, boys! That was pretty good, by the way.
Coordinate that better tomorrow night.
Yeah, I agree. Ooh, Magoo in the wall.
Already in the wall. AJ did not qualify, starting at the back. KJ very fast here.
Fast almost anywhere that he goes. And we'll see if he's going to be able to keep that thing locked up. It looks like he may be struggling with that setup at the moment. So we'll see if he's able to come to the front here. Right now, Tyler Mallon from the pole, leading the way here ahead of Mac Daddy and our boy Pantelica there in P3, followed by Silver Bullet and Terry Scott.
Nelly, another driver definitely to watch tonight. Nelly got a ton of speed here. Terry Scott, Silver Bullet. You know, a lot of the guys, they've got some really good pace here.
Yeah. These guys, and with it being the game track, ooh, is Pantelica getting a little squirrely there? Nelly maybe looking to make the move on Brain Fade. But with this being the game track, they got a lot of experience and a lot of practice tuning these things, so we'll see if that comes into play. But that apron can certainly help or hurt you. That outside wall is going to bite you. This it's like the description says. This track will bite you at the very, very smallest of mistakes.
Memory serves me here with trucks. There's not too much fall off. It might maybe a second of fall off. And I believe the fuel runs around 85 laps or so. I know in Cup a fuel runs about 83.
Okay, so that will just barely put them into a two-stopper. 175 laps on the counter there. We got lap 8 already that we are currently running. McDaddy dropping back just a little bit from the 18, the 32, coming up to him there. I will say Pantelica's looking like he's got some pretty good speed in that truck. Someone, like I said, that we haven't seen on stream yet. I don't know, maybe a bit of a sleeper pick to keep an eye on there.
AJ really off pace. I don't know if he's got a different setup in than usual. He looks really loose.
He is wicked loose. I know he loves running those loose setups, but
yeah, this is unnaturally loose for KJ. I don't know if he's got something different in or if they loaded the wrong setup up into that 029 because that thing is all over the place. That thing is not running good at all.
that is not characteristic for him whatsoever. Heck, if anything, he's already at threat of going a lap down here in a matter of a handful of laps.
He's about to spin out, man. That thing is so loose.
I give him credit for holding on to it, but he's like 0.8 slower per lap than Tyler Mallon. Very, very uncharacteristic. His yellow is out, and Pantelica. I had to say something, didn't I?
Oh, he disappeared for a moment. Oh, this isn't good. Where is he reappearing? Turn 3?
Uh-oh.
Oh, he reappeared all the way back around into turn 1, and he was getting dumped by Silver Bullet. He was gone for about a whole lap.
Wow.
Not only is he the caution, he lost a lap in the process because he warped across the start-finish line. A couple drivers pitting. Tyler, Mac Daddy, and that's it.
Top 2 coming in. Everybody else opting to remain on the racetrack. As yeah, I'm just taking a look at Pantelica here, and gone.
More people pitting this time by. I don't think they realized pit road was open the first time by.
A full lap that he's gone, and then hello. Ugh.
Or was pit road closed? Pit road actually might have been closed.
Oops.
Yep. Yeah. Tyler and Mac Daddy entered a closed pit. I think they forgot that you can't pit first time by when you hit the line. You have to wait a lap.
Yeah, because this pit road's a little weird. You have to enter in turn 2.
Yeah, you have to wait.
That way.
You have to wait a lap. Pit road's closed the first time you take the yellow.
Yeah.
So Tyler goofed, and I think Mac Daddy maybe just like blindly followed him in, but everybody else had enough time to realize, wait a minute, that's a red flag over there on the inside wall. I can't enter pit road right now.
That is the telltale because you do have that little flag man there, and he'll tell you what you're doing. And yeah, we got some guys getting ahead of him, so those are black flags on the 18 and 28. And just like that, we've got we've got some mix-up of the field here early on in the going here on lap 17.
KJ is not pitting.
Wonder if he's just opting for the lady lap here. Because I'm with you. Something's wrong. Something is very wrong with that
Yeah,
029.
his best lap has been a 16.8. That's half a second off of everybody else. Did he run any laps in happy hour? Happy hour. Oh man, he didn't even really get a lap in happy hour. He didn't really get a lap in practice either.
Well, he's committed now. Lights are out. Unless he opts to bring it down, which he's not. Well,
This is a wild thing for me to say, but with how out of control that 029 looks, it's almost like someone else is driving the truck.
I could see that. My only the only thing I could say to disprove that is basically the fact that he's in TeamSpeak. But
Well,
yeah, that's strange.
someone could have loaded up for him. I mean, he's holding low.
Yeah, he's gonna get out of the way. That will give the lead to Silver Bullet in the 4. Ricky J up to second.
Oh, he warped right in front of Tyler. That was sketchy.
Monty Keller into the wall, but then keep it straight as the top two have gone around.
Oh, and KJ just
Oh,
drove right into Mac Daddy, and that sends Mac Daddy down in the Silver Bullet.
that's a teammate.
Those are two teammates. Yeah, either someone else is driving the 029, Andrew, or someone dipped into the 100 proof real early tonight.
or he just got in there being like, oh, this setup will work. No.
Ooh, Ricky J was loose off of turn 2. Monty Keller even was in the wall, and Silver Bullet
Ooh.
just lost it in front of the whole field, and
Yeah,
Ricky
Nelly
J.
actually sent Ricky J around in the
Ricky J.
checkup.
Yeah, Ricky J got really lucky. He got on the brakes quickly there because he almost slid into the pit wall.
Yeah, it doesn't look like there's going to be too much harm done with this, but oh
You
boy.
got you got old Mac Daddy on a whisper still, my good man.
I probably could. Let me get on board here real quick with Terry Scott. He's gonna get a good view of some trouble up ahead. Ooh, literally right in his hood.
See if Mac Daddy can holler at us and tell us what's going on with his teammate.
Yeah, I would be very, very curious here. I'm gonna do this. Oops, that's not what I wanted. That's what I wanted. There we go. Okay, yeah, you are on there. Oh, maybe that's why it wasn't working.
Doom 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 doom
Sorry,
doom doom. Oh,
we're in
copyright.
technical difficulties because
Mumble mumble mumble.
the
Ellie
my,
in the
my
lead.
my whisper list
Oh,
has decided to take a poo. There we go.
KJ did make it down the pit road this time by.
Let's see if this works. Why is it still not working? Okay, maybe I just need to make a new whisper. Sorry, everybody.
And you got the TeamSpeak bug with the whisper breaks on you.
Yeah, this whisper is quite broken. Make a new one. do that key. Oh, for goodness gracious sake. Then do this one.
Oh,
There we
too
go.
late now. Lights are off.
Lights are off.
Save it
We'll,
for the
we'll,
next
we'll bring
one.
them up under the next yellow. There we go.
You know, this is a decent idea, but I know we've talked about in the past trying to maybe get somebody in here under yellow. I think what might be a discussionable idea would be having the co-broadcaster set up a whisper to the race room channel, and then someone can say yes or no in game chat if they want to be interviewed. And I would only use that whisper button during a yellow to the race room. I would not use it at any other moment.
I think that's not a bad idea that you got going there as we're back underway
That
with
would be
Nelly out front.
that would be comparable to what they do in real racing, where they queue up the radio from the booth, but they always go directly to somebody, as Nelly is loose as heck.
Hold on to that race lead for the time being. Monty Keller's up to second with Brain Fade third. Another shake up here after some more calamity.
KJ looped it in the back. Someone else has got to be in that truck.
Oh, speaking of looping it, Terry Scott on the inside.
No yellow, stay green.
And it bites another one.
Yeah, that's my running theory.
Is
My
that
running theory is that somebody has tied up KJ in the garage. His 029 is going around again. That time it'll bring out a yellow.
that did bring out the yellow? Oh man.
Yeah, I think KJ's tied up Kyle Busch style. You remember that old Kyle Busch M&M's commercial where the M&M's tie up Kyle
Oh
Busch and
yeah.
they hijack his car at Atlanta? This is what
Yeah,
this
I'm with
feels
you.
like to me.
Yeah, you know what? Hey, we've got the opportunity. I've got Keith on the whisper now. This might be the prime opportunity.
Yeah, let's see if you can't get your whisper button to work here.
Yeah, I think I've got it fixed now. Let's find out. Oh, wrong button. Mac Daddy, do you copy? It definitely got through to him. My TeamSpeak finally gave me the red, so
Yeah, I
we
couldn't
got
tell.
most everybody pitting. Oh yeah, that's right. I forgot to throw you onto that too. My bad.
That's fine.
Amateurs.
As long as Mac Daddy responds to both of us. She is staying out. I don't even know if he heard you.
Yeah, I don't know. Or he may have also removed his whisper. He might not even be able to talk to me.
I got an idea.
You gonna type in game chat?
I'm gonna DM our good friend Tyler. Let's see if I can get a response here. Tyler's usually pretty good about responding to DMs and game chat.
Angelica should be free pass this time.
Okay, so confirmed. KJ has been dipping into the whiskey, tequila, or something, and he's plastered.
Oh. And he's on the clutch for some reason.
That explains a lot.
I mean, I know him and Mac Daddy. They like to get down a little bit, especially Mac Daddy. But
And you
boy,
know,
I didn't think he was gonna quite get this bad.
I've said before that, Mac Daddy's bane is that you keep getting cautions. The race starts to take too long. Mac Daddy gets to the state of being plastered, and then Mac Daddy wrecks. In this case, KJ got in here plastered. He's already all over the place.
Uh,
Ay, ay, ay. And that's a rarity for KJ. KJ don't usually come in racing like that.
no, no, yeah. I mean, I guess he figured, like, you know what? He paid for this, which he did. These Truck Series races are all courtesy of KJ. I guess he decided, you know what? I deserve it.
He's turning the Last Great Coliseum into a margarita mixer bowl.
You know, that doesn't sound too bad. Honestly, the more that we're talking about it, the more that I feel like I could get like a fruity, like something fruity.
Got to be careful with those though, because they come loaded with sugar. They dehydrate you twice as fast.
Hmm.
Going back green, Mac Daddy, king of alcohol in the lead.
Well, tonight he has been dethroned, but it's paying off because he is in a race lead ahead of Ricky J, Silver Bullet, Nelly, and Tyler are the top 5 as it stands. Lap 34 of 175.
Good Lord, KJ's spun again.
There's got to come a point. Still green though. And Ricky J, a little run there on Mac Daddy. Like I said, these two are going to be some forces to be reckoned with.
Catching KJ.
Nah, this
He's
could be
pulling
dangerous.
over. He's pulling over.
He doesn't spin it.
He's in 4th gear. It'd be hard to spin it on the apron even for KJ.
Yeah, he's, oh. That good play there. I don't mean to laugh, but I know KJ well enough to know that, yeah, I'm with you. This is not like him on a race night. And I will admit it is rather amusing.
I mean, this is very amusing. I will continue to laugh. I mean, he can't even hold 35 down pit road.
No, yeah, he was. I swear he was on the clutch at one point.
He about sped down pit road, then he's slowing way down. I mean, his eyes probably about half shut, if not more.
Up to a little bit of a breakaway here. Nelly getting a bit of a run there on Silver Bullet. Those two awfully close together. So far, so good for both of those battles. Tyler looking on from 5th place. Trying to keep that truck under him as KJ comes back out onto the racetrack.
Well, that was very curious. He just drove straight through pit road. He didn't even pit.
Up the track went Silver Bullet. That'll give 3rd place to Nelly. Sorry, Zach.
It's like he couldn't find a stall or something.
I've heard both Magoo and Mac Daddy pretty wasted before, but they were still at least able to keep their car pointed straight. Whatever's happening to KJ right now, I would have to hear him. I am morbidly curious. Is he even able to form a sentence?
I have raced KJ drunk, I think, once in recent memory, and he was still really fast and tough to race. This is on a completely different level. I mean, he can hardly even drive out there.
I'm a little concerned.
I mean, his best lap is still only a 16.8.
And he just ran an 18.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Well, you focus on the leaders. I'm going to keep having fun watching this 029.
I'm going to keep things pointed up front here. Actually, we got quite the battle here. Silver Bullet starting to struggle. This is very close to Monty Keller. Oh, that's close there, but so far so good. Another Malin was able to get by. Now Monty and Brain Fade will follow suit. Nearly hooking bumpers, but all good, all good. 130 to go. We are clicking laps off here. And Nelly has caught this top 2 in a pretty good hurry. At 103, I know you said, Zach, that he was definitely someone to keep an eye on. And man, he is probably the fastest truck out there right now. He has caught these top 2 in a matter of just probably eight or so laps.
Yeah, he's schmoving.
He's schmoving in that 103, the Medicine Chest Pharmacy machine.
Highway to Hell 029 trucks right in front of him. Literally. Oh,
do you think? Oh boy. I guess you could say. I guess you could say he got shook all night long.
That or he shot the thrill. Instead of shoot the thrill, he shot the thrill because he probably had about 10 shots of something.
At least 10 shots. And those shots, those shots put their love into him. I'm sorry. Wow. I don't think that was the right song to reference.
Still a great battle for the lead, though.
Ricky J is not letting Keith get away here at all. Under 25 to go, so still early on, but cooking these laps off like they're nothing. Of course, only 16 seconds a pop, so I think Ricky J just kind of biding his time right now. He's lifting off pretty early into these corners. Playing it safe right now, but even Tyler Mallon's starting to close. Even Monty Keller starting to inch closer and closer to this battle as well in that 028, so don't know. Maybe he'll be able to make some noise here. He did just run the fastest lap of that top 5 that time by.
KJ's getting better at keeping it straight.
I think maybe that buzz is starting to wear down just a smidge.
And hopefully he's sobering up, drinking some water.
Hopefully so.
Notice how the Massachusetts accent comes out when I say water?
Water.
Water. Wada.
I swear that is like the only time that I think I've ever heard any kind of an accent like that from you. Even Jaden doesn't have like anything.
Everybody, anyone in the South watching the stream right now is like, "What did you say, man?"
You go to New York, you're gonna get the New Yorker, you know?
It's not the New Yorker, it's the Massachusetts, man.
Although I also work with a lady from Providence, Rhode Island, and she has the thickest, it sounds like a Boston accent, but she's from Providence.
People from Rhode Island have like a very similar accent, yeah. AJ in the wall.
Top 5 are now pretty much under a blanket here, nose to tail.
You know something?
Hmm.
Seeing KJ out there driving the way he is, I feel like that's how I would have driven if I had raced high one night a few years ago. I remember I was doing edibles at the time, and I like had like a stronger amount of edibles for the first time, and KJ's around the apron.
A caution.
It was Daytona. I forget if it was Trucks or Cup, but it was Daytona. And I started getting a real nice high, and I'm sitting here in the chair just watching practice. I got on track a few times. So I kept crashing. I was like, man, I don't think I'm racing tonight. And I ended up going to bed. But yeah, I would have been like KJ is out there right now if I had raced that night.
No, KJ's still at it. He ain't done yet.
Oh, Lordy.
Checking on the current fastest lap, that would be Ricky J with the 16.177.
You wanna bring the 029 up for an interview?
I'm
gonna ask in game chat if anyone notices. Professional here.
This is serious stuff. Sometimes.
Let's see if he says anything. Ricky J said yes.
Ricky J said yes. Let's let these guys get through their pit stop, and then I don't know. Maybe we can see if it's as bad as we think it is. Based on how he's driving, I don't think it's good.
He can't even pace.
Where is he anyway? I can't find him. Oh, there he is.
On the front straightaway. He said, "Sure, bring him in."
Oh Lord.
Get him in here.
I'll let these guys get off pit road first.
KJ's staying out, so you can just drag him whenever.
As Mac Daddy will run the race off pit road. Looks like Ricky J did get ahead of Tyler. Well,
got it like 2 minutes here, so.
Yeah, we got this. We can do this.
User was moved to your channel.
KJ, what are we drinking tonight?
Well, there's a lot of options there, Zach.
Oh my god.
Well, I can kind of tell, but what are we doing? We doing whiskey? We doing vodka, tequila, all
It sounds
three?
like he's doing all of them.
Honestly, I don't know. We started off good, and then it just went to hell.
Yeah, we can
um,
tell.
is the track spinning? Is that why you're spinning out?
I can barely see the track right now.
um,
Now we started off with the Voodoo Ranger, and then I was making angry balls, and then I just don't know what happened.
you don't know what happened. Oh, that's not. I'm sorry. I shouldn't be laughing this much, but um, I will admit. I mean, I was saying you were going to be a force to be reckoned with for the win tonight, but I think something else ended up being a force to be reckoned with on you.
We still got time.
Still got time.
All
Well,
right,
we're
KJ.
going green here. We'll let you get back to it.
It's never over till it's over.
Thanks for your time, KJ. Good luck, man.
Just keep her straight, man. Go get him. Oh, there we go.
User was moved
There
out
we
of
go.
your channel.
He's totally plastered, man.
That was
Oh man.
about what I was expecting. As we're back to green. Oh, Ricky J's getting loose.
Yeah, that's definitely the most lisp I've heard from KJ ever.
Again, it's
Well,
hard. It's hard not to like when you race with these guys. As long as me and Zach have in varying capacities, and you know these guys. I'm with you. I've never heard KJ like that in all the years I've been racing with him, and I will admit it is pretty funny.
Steve, are you asking who's going to win the race or who's going to win the drunk man of the award tonight?
Well, that's easily KJ.
Because
I
think we know who won the latter one.
I don't think Mac Daddy is going to touch that.
Mac Daddy's driving in a straight line compared to that 029.
He's leading this thing right now, just ahead of Ricky J. Tyler Mountain is up to third, so see if he'll have anything for those top two. Of course, we saw Nelly and even Monty Keller close in into the race or contention for the race lead there toward the end of that run. So I think that we're shaping up to be a pretty competitive race here. Should be one more pit stop if this thing were to go green, assuming KJ doesn't spin again.
Yeah, this is very much a 4-horse race right now between the 28, 193, 18, and 103. Of course, Tyler got the pole. Ricky J, Nelly, they did not qualify, or they spun out in qualifying. And Mac Daddy was also on the front row there with Tyler.
Back end kicking out there for that 103.
One tricky thing about, sorry, Andrew, real quick. One tricky thing about CTS compared to Cup is, it does get loose on the exit of the corners here, but not as much horsepower as a Cup car. So easier to not make the mistake of getting too loose and giving up some momentum on the straightaway, because that's what's going to keep you up front here.
As a matter of fact, I think just curious with this being an open setup and just how you tune for a track like this. Zach, I remember this from Homestead. What do you say we take a look into the Bulldog Garage again?
Well, to be completely honest, Andrew, I do not have my own setup here for trucks. I've got an old Ricky J setup. I've got Ricky J's VTR22 Bristol setup, which is a well-shared setup here at Bomb Squad. So we can just highlight one of the 3 tabs here. So we'll highlight weight bias, because short tracks typically you want to run more weight towards the front of the car than towards the rear, as you would at like a speedway. So here on the VTR22 Bristol setup for Bristol trucks, front weight bias is 40 pounds forward, so that's a 51.1%, 1840 on the front bias. Left bias, of course, all the way to the left at 1950, and 20 pounds of wedge taken out. That puts 1,000 pounds on the left front, 950 on the left rear, 840 on the right front and 810 on the right rear. So it's a, you know, kind of a tight setup, but you want it to be tight because you are abusing the rear tires every lap coming off the corner.
Gotcha.
That
Yeah,
is
all about
our
that weight distribution.
That's our Bulldog Garage segment for tonight. Tomorrow night, we'll go through a cup setup suspension.
I like it. I'll have to come up with a graphic for that. As a matter of fact, you know what? I think that might be your next assignment I might give you.
I can probably get Cody Lamas to make one because I actually sent him a bulldog, like 2D bulldog picture that someone drew on the internet somewhere, and it was like, hey, I want this to go in my signature for this season, so we can probably just take that and make it a bigger thing.
There you go. Yeah. See, we're upgrading. I will admit, as far as the channel intro goes,
We can talk about that. We can talk about that
we'll
later.
talk about that. Yeah.
Racing, Andrew, racing. We're racing.
We're doing battle here. Tyler Mallon right on the tail of the 193. Coming up to the halfway point in this race. Ooh, clutching! You see that?
Who's
Going into
clutching?
turn 1, yeah, everybody. At least they did that lap.
I didn't hear anybody clutch. I hear engines.
It looked like it was everybody, at least in the top 3. I wonder if these guys are thinking that they might be able to make it to the end.
Yeah, no one clutching that time.
No, not that time, but I swear Keith just did it the last 2 laps. Ooh, a little squirrely there for Silver Bullet. Holding on to top 5 right now, at number 4, looking pretty strong.
I don't think they can. They restarted with more than 100 to go.
Yeah, I'm with you. Keith just did it again. Oh, and in the wall.
You could maybe make it 90. You could probably save 5 laps here. You could probably go 90. But you would still have to pit for half a can. Maybe a splash. I don't know how much a splash would get you here. Probably half a can. 10 to go.
I may also be mistaken that I think just with kind of his throttle action, that's probably what I'm hearing is just him matting the throttle like right off the bat.
You gotta hear it's a complete silence.
Yeah.
So I don't believe anyone's clutching, but I can see how you thought that.
As a matter of fact, we also did this at Homestead. Let's we'll get some onboards here, kind of listen to the throttle action. We'll start with Tyler Mallon in 3rd.
I just got an inside race report from KJ. I don't know where he went. Oh, he's on pit road. KJ just DM'd me and said, "Yeah, I'm gone."
I'm gone.
I'm gone.
Well, he's still on the pit lane. We see that.
He's heading back out now, but he spent about a minute sitting on pit road.
Kind of listening to Tyler's throttle inputs here, and yeah, as he's coming on to exit, it sounds like he's pretty much just matting it right off the bat. Just letting the car settle in the middle, and then just mashing that gas pedal. Let's see if Keith is doing the same thing here.
Yeah, the trucks you can pretty much just stomp on it coming off the corner, and it'll just hold straight. And you just got to manage the right front so you don't get too tight. In a cup car, you have to consider how much throttle you use on exit, because at the end of the run, that could implicate how much you wear the right rear tire, which could then implicate how loose you get at the end of the run.
Plus, there's also a power difference, isn't there? Like, there's way more power going to the rear wheels in cup.
Very much so. That's why you got to consider how much throttle you use in cup, because you have more power, you'll burn off the rear tires faster, and let me tell you, the car gets loose here at Bristol, it is wicked.
Yeah, as we saw from Joe 29. Oh, wall there for Mac Daddy. And closing right up is Ricky J. Look at this. There is like no separation. Thank you, Windows, for the Defender summary right at that moment.
The
Let's see
top
if-
seven are all right here under a blanket. You know, you also got Silver Bullet, Monty Keller, Brain Fade. They have not fallen away. I don't know what happened to Terry Scott. We must have missed something there with him. He's almost 8 seconds behind the pack.
Yeah.
He must have had a moment. We'll see if I can't dig that up.
Angelica a little ways off that pack, but still running solid lap times. And everyone is just right on top of each other at these lap times. 0.4s and 0.5s. And Mac Daddy looks like maybe starting to struggle just a little bit, getting that thing to rotate. Could that be another thing, Zach, that Matt and the throttle, at least with these CTS physics, can help it rotate a little bit better?
Oh, yes, indeed. Yeah, because you can just pretty much just stomp on it. If you you play with the gas, as I like to call it, pedaling. You pedal the throttle here. You know, it can help you middle of the corner, but sometimes it does that to you. That was actually a perfect moment. So yeah, you have to be careful with how much you do the pedaling, because then you end up getting looser in the middle of the corner and ends up hurting you more than helping you. And once it's hurting you, it's really hard to get it back neutral.
Get it back settled down, yeah. And I think Mac Daddy just got a glimpse of what you were just talking about there.
So I took a look back at our restart, and it looks like Terry restarted at the rear, and he got a bit held up on the initial restart, and he has just been slowly losing time. Ricky J to the inside of Mac Daddy, and he'll take it. Now Tyler Mallon looking for second.
I think they decided, yeah, Mac Daddy's starting to struggle here just a little bit, and they said, all right, it's time to try to make something happen here. As Ricky J to the point and looking to extend that all-time wins lead.
Well, that's for Cup.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know how many he's won in trucks. I have no idea.
Well, one thing is for sure, though, he definitely is capable of getting it done tomorrow night, which, same time, same place, where we're bringing you guys the full race coverage for the Cup race right here at Bristol. Ooh, Tyler. A little racy there.
Yeah, Ricky J is definitely going to be a threat. He did win the spring race, albeit Tyler Mallon did speed on the last pit stop in that race and sent himself to the rear. Tyler was doing very well in that one, but Ricky J definitely can't count him out either way.
As we've got 69 laps to go here. Very nice indeed. And top two pulling away just a bit.
Ricky J has run 3 races prior to tonight this season in trucks. He's won 2 of them out of the 2 Tyler has run. Tyler with 1 top 5. Those 2 races, though, for Tyler were Daytona. So hasn't run a quote-unquote non-super speedway here in the truck series this season.
Really looks like it's not hurting him, though. He's got a lot of speed in that 18.
Oh, yes, indeed. I mean, Tyler is very talented, even in CTS physics. He just doesn't enjoy it as much as Cup.
Yeah, I know Tyler. Like, the more challenging, the more he loves it. That's why he loves flat tracks. And anything involving getting the game tracks and anything with much less grip. And I know that he just eats that up. And I think tonight's kind of proven that. And then tomorrow's going to really prove it. As we were saying, he's probably going to be a pretty good threat as well for the race win. But kind of like earlier, Nelly able to keep with these guys pretty darn well. Just ran a lap time that was right in the ballpark with these guys. So Nelly, a little overdrive there off turn 2, but definitely if things go his way, he could get up there.
Before we lose track at the Nugget, I will say I used to be a hardcore believer that the best challenge was Cup physics. But I've learned in about the last year that Cup Physics is the best challenge to drive, but competition-wise, CTS Physics is the best.
It does kind of even the playing field just a little bit, doesn't it?
Well, you've got less horsepower, so you, like I said, you know, we've talked earlier here tonight. You can just plant the throttle at pretty much almost any track. There's typically less tire fall off at many leagues in the CTS Physics category, so you don't have to worry about tire saving as much. And you know, draft can be a big part of helping you get by someone or not get by someone. So in a sense, CTS is the more competitive physics because it is harder to win.
Yeah, so that's a good way to put it. And I feel like GNS would probably fall somewhere in the middle of that.
Yeah, I wouldn't know really about GNS. I think GNS, I think some of the tracks are typically set up with less fall off than Cup 2, but GNS is more less drag, so I'm not really sure. Tyler could probably answer that a little better, but Tyler would probably just end up saying Cup is the most challenging.
GNS, there's not as many places that run those physics really that much. I would honestly argue that there are more leagues and series out there that would run PTA, which to those who
I
aren't
don't
aware
think
is
anyone
all but
runs that
IndyCar
anymore.
physics.
Yeah, I don't think anyone really runs PTA anymore. There were a few leagues that would run it for road courses here and there, but I don't know if anybody using PTA these days. I will say though, just to add on to my point, the whole argument of Cup being more challenging to drive, but CTS being more competitively challenging, that is only mostly true for fixed setup environments. When it comes to open setup, it completely changes.
Ooh. I thought about it again, not quite able. 55 to go here. We are clicking these laps off awfully quickly here, Zach, but remember, I think from what we were saying, still got that one more pit stop to go, and you can pretty much do it whenever you want at this point.
Yeah, but you don't want to do it early because then if a caution comes out, you're going to be 2 to 3 laps down.
And you're going to be in big, big trouble if that were the case, so
Mac Daddy
I'm
has
with you.
really fallen off. He's 5.5 seconds behind the top two now. Nelly
Making
kind of
seventh.
keeping up, a second and a half back, but yeah, everyone else is kind of really falling off here. It's the 193 and 18 show.
Number 4 is in fourth. Ronnie Keller, Brain Fade, and as we said, Mac Daddy 7th. Nagu a lap down, but he's in 10th. Pantelica, oh, that was quite the moment to focus on in there. He got really squirrely.
KJ,
He's 8th.
I think KJ's sobering up because he ran a 16.6 and now he just ran a 16.5.
He's getting there now. 50 to go here from Bristol. Here in the trucks, Ricky J and Tyler Mallon still right on top of each other here. Nelly, though, waiting to pounce if these two start to get to racing or have any trouble with the lap traffic up ahead. They're about to catch both KJ and Terry Scott. Yeah, KJ's coming around now for sure, as you said.
Fortunately, a little bit late. 13 laps down here.
A little late for that, yeah.
But
He's 13 down.
Yeah, he sat on pit road for a few laps. I think he had to go get maybe like a caffeine shot or something, a little espresso shot. Maybe helps him out. Because he did tell us that his eyes were barely open.
Now, whatever he did, it's working. Yeah, he's right in front of these guys now, and definitely not yielding quite as quickly. They're going to go up to the high side here. They may hold those guys up just a smidge.
Yeah, turned down into that 18.
Ooh, that would have been quite the moment.
Oh, now he's loose clipping the apron.
We're keeping that thing pointing in the right direction. Terry Scott just up the road there. You're maybe hoping, you're maybe thinking Nelly may have been thinking, could you have held him up a little bit longer?
I'll tell you what, this is really good. We haven't talked about the point standings all night, but the whole KJ being plastered thing really helped out Nelly for the championship here. You know, after tonight, just 9 races to go. KJ came in 12 points out of the championship, and he will be losing a certain amount of points tonight, no matter what.
Thought he was about to lose it there again.
I mean, he's chugging them corners now. Chugging the corners like he was chugging those shots.
Oh, yeah. Man, he's actually kind of keeping up.
Oh, he got up to a 402 at some point. So he is well within range of lap time now.
There's got Bale down to the apron there to get out of the way. Well, we're coming to 40 laps to go. Who blinks first? That is now the big question.
I'll tell you who. The 029, he's been blinking all night.
Does it really count as blinking if his eyes were almost shut to begin with?
No. I was talking about the internet connection.
Oh, well, yeah, there was that. Pangelica had that too.
The truck literally has been blinking all night. Gotta follow the joke, Andrew.
Oh, no!
29 spinning again.
That's a full spin around. Oh, yep, there's that blink. Look out! That was a lick from the 4. That'll be a yellow.
Well, we don't have to. They don't have to worry about green flag pit stops no more.
Nope. Now all they can do is worry about who's going to win the race off, and maybe who tapes up just a little. Tape probably wouldn't make much of a difference at this track.
Too long. Just to add a cliff note to the BTR 22 setup, that setup is already maxed out at 60 tape. So you are not adding any more tape to that. The run's too long. One thing you could do here, though, is it's going to be 35 to go. You could just put enough gas in the truck to get you those last 35 laps, and then you could raise the track bar and make it looser. Oh, Ricky J might have just sped. He just drove straight into pit road doing 37.
Uh-oh. We'll see if it dings him for that.
That is one thing you could do. You could take less fuel than you need to, as opposed to filling it all the way up. You could take less fuel than you need to, just to make it to the finish, and then just crank that track bar up, and that'll make you loose to the corner. Oh, he just hit 36 again. I would not be surprised if the 193 has a black.
These game tracks do tend to be fairly forgiving.
Yeah,
at least in my experience.
Not if you hit over pit road speed twice. Once you're on pit road, they are not forgiving.
Yeah,
he just hit 36 again.
Well, he's right there with Monty.
And I will say this too: the slower you're going pit road speed, the even less forgiving it is. He does not have a black though. I'm kind of surprised. Thought he would have got dinged.
Almost definitely 2 tires there for Monty, though. And we'll gain him some track position, and we saw he had some decent speed. So we'll see if the track position and 2 tires are going to be enough to try to keep him up here. Unless maybe that wasn't the call. He's bringing it back in. I've also been there where I've been too close to the wall and couldn't get the left side.
User joined your channel.
I wonder if that's what's up.
KJ,
he back
here. He just barging in on our radio communications. What's up, KJ?
Got to lock the door.
Oh, I was just gonna listen, but what's up, fellas?
Oh yeah, he did retire.
Yeah, that liquor finally hit the system a little too much.
You sound a little more coherent now.
I was running some pretty good laps there at the end there. I clipped the apron going to the corner there, and it just spun.
Oh, that's what it was. Gotcha.
Yeah. We were picking up on that. You were looking good.
Yeah. You know what? Why not? What do you say? Hang out here for a little bit.
I mean, that's up to y'all. Security.
Well, you seem like you've sobered up at least a little bit. I think you're coherent enough that we can pull this off.
You sure about that? Because I got another glass in my hand here.
I think he should just listen. We'll take the microphone off. He can leave the headset on. We're going back green. Ricky J's leading him to the line. 33 to go.
Runner through 1 and 2. Tyler's got a lap for that 193. As we saw during that run, the question is, when's he going to pounce on it? If he does, or is Ricky J, was he just sandbagging it that little bit, just trying to keep the pace down? Nelly, though, in third. And definitely
that
the
28.
Yeah, don't count him out, as Pantelica was getting a little squirrely.
I thought you were about to call Mac Daddy the 028 again.
I probably did, didn't I?
You got close. You got close. You haven't yet tonight.
One of y'all needs to change your number.
Nah, they've been running those numbers forever.
Yeah, that's fair. 30 to go here. Bring what you brought now.
Oh, and Nelly hard into the wall there. I will say these four were very even during the first half of the last run. We didn't really see them spread out until we got over that 40-lap cliff. So I'd be curious. These guys are probably going to be on top of each other here for these last 30 laps. It's probably going to take a mistake on somebody's part to let you get by one of the other.
Yeah. But, hey, as we've seen with this track, it will bite you at the smallest of errors. And it don't take much, so... Not going to take much for Tyler to be able to pounce on Ricky J here. But it is Ricky J, of course. And we know that he knows a thing or two about what he's doing. Especially at these short tracks. So, though, he is not getting away, and Tyler's sticking with him. Nelly's still right there as well, as Tyler going with the bigger time.
Oh,
No,
Nelly!
not Nelly! To the inside.
No caution.
That helps.
Yeah, that helps you. We were talking about that too. That's going to help KJ out in the points.
I'm gonna say, yeah, this championship is going to be pretty red hot for these final, 8-9 races.
9 races after today, yes sir.
Right on.
Well, talked about mistakes. It was going to come down to a mistake. That lets Mac Daddy get closer to the green 18 and the blue 193. And then so far, Andrew, about 10 laps since the restart. That point about CTS physics, it's a lot more competitively difficult to gain positions. It's holding true right now.
Yeah, Tyler, hear him playing with the throttle there, trying to get on it as much as he can. He's blipping it a couple times, trying to keep the truck under him. We'll see if he's going to have anything for that 193. Of course, Keith's still right there with them. KJ, I know you'll be rooting for that machine. That is your teammate. So, we keep an eye on Mac Daddy there, that Haviland number 28.
I got a question for you, fellas.
What's that?
My wife just told me y'all said I was mailing it in tonight. I didn't really try. She was watching the broadcast. She said, I was mailing it in tonight.
Well, we figured you were trying your best for how plastered you were.
Ooh, Ricky J with a big mistake. Tyler going to look low. No run. Yeah, I won't lie. I thought someone else was driving that truck for the first 20 laps.
Thought you like a niece or a nephew would drive that thing for the night.
Anybody, really. I mean, those setups are so dang loose. I don't know if anyone could drive them.
Nah, man. You could tell that you were, like, once we figured out what was up, it was like, oh, he's giving it everything he's got to try to keep that thing pointing in the right direction.
Yeah, it was terrible. But anyway, back to the race. Ricky just got to get the car off the corner. Bristol, if he can get the car off the corner, Tyler will never get around him.
Right now he's doing a pretty good job of that. I think that's why Tyler it seems like he's been kind of searching around the track a little bit. We're running a different line, trying to get some bigger runs. He's running like half a lane to a lane higher on entry and then bringing it down on exit, kind of diamond in the corner. Yeah, but I'm with you. That's looking like that is going to be a tall task to try to get by that 93. That Gaddy's still there.
Oh, he got loose. It takes a mistake to get to the inside.
Oh!
Two, though.
Wow.
Well, Tyler had it. Tyler had his shot, and he blundered a little too there, and that saved Ricky J.
It shows how hard both of them are driving these things. And even with the CTS, yeah, that you can't be too greedy on that gas pedal, and nearly happened there, but Tyler just ran his personal best. That thing still got plenty of speed. And he is right on his tail, coming to 12 to go.
Mac Daddy's just lurking in the wings in case these guys wreck themselves.
It's possible, after what we just saw there.
Very uncommon, but...
Mashing it back on the throttle there, 11 to go.
Tick-tock.
Both guys running in the .2s.
The thing about Game Track Bristol is you can be awful all the way to the corner. As long as you can get off the corner, it's almost impossible to pass.
You gotta keep that thing pinned to that inside lane as you're saying. And if you're able to do that, you're in pretty good shape. But it's 9 laps to go. Ricky J's starting to maybe gap just a smidge. Checking through the field here. Silver Bullet 4th, Monte Keller 5th. Great run there. Brain Fade, Terry Scott, Pantelica. There's Nelly. And top 10 will be Magoo. The 2-4-1 there for Ricky J. 2-8-0 for Tyler. He ain't going anywhere.
Tyler tried to get a bigger arc through 3 and 4 that gave up about half a tenth. He'll gain some of that back this last lap. Pretty good 1 and 2.
I don't know about you, Zach, but the only thing you can really do is just charge entry and just hope the guy looks in the mirror and misses the exit. That's about the only thing you can do.
I think that's what I'd be trying if I were Tyler. Just make him think about it. Just make him think just that little bit more. He did just run a 2:05. That is another personal best for Tyler.
Yeah, KJ pretty much nailed it on the head. You gotta make the leader nervous. You gotta make him think he's faster than me. I gotta do everything I can to keep him behind me. And, then that typically will force the mistake.
You're coming to 4 laps to go. Ricky J right now at the moment. Looking pretty inflappable.
You want to stay in that mirror. Keep him in the mirror the whole time. That way he's always looking at you.
Make him think about it. But with 3 to go,
I'll say
time's running out.
The two people that make me think about it the most would be Tyler, who's making Ricky J think about it, and KJ, who's drunk in the booth with us.
Hey now.
2 to go here. And a couple final efforts here from that 18. He's still there, but this is him on the throttle hard. But it's going to take quite the charge with 1 lap to go here. White flag.
Only thing he can about do now is ship him to the wall. Which he's not going to do that.
The dump and run, yeah, I don't foresee that. He's going to charge it as much as he can here.
Pulling off the Dylan, just run him over.
Just run him over. Looks like that's not going to happen. It will be a win for Ricky J here in the trucks at Bristol. Tyler gave him everything that he had, but you're absolutely right, KJ. When Jovan was able to keep it to that inside, or Ricky, excuse me. Well, now he dumped him. But all he had to do, he kept that inside lane. He kept it clean aside from that one mistake, but he got away with it. And was able to fend off the charge and mistake-free through that final handful of laps, and that's what will get that Voyos truck and Ford to victory lane.
Mac Daddy with the P3. Nelly comes home in 9th. So KJ got away with his escapades tonight.
Still going to be a point gain for Nelly, but maybe not nearly as much as he was hoping for. That's going to keep things fairly close ending the next week at Darlington, which we will be bringing you guys coverage of that as well for the trucks. And then, of course, Cup for both Bristol tomorrow as well as Darlington next Thursday as well. So we'll have another trifecta of races Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday next week. Burning it down.
No interview tonight for Mac Daddy. He's already pieced out.
He has pieced out. We got KJ up here anyway, so I guess that at least makes up for it a little bit, which I appreciate you jumping in. And glad to hear that it seems like that high is kind of coming down a little bit.
More like he's coming back up. Coming back up, Andrew, when you go down.
Jobin just blew the engine.
When you get high, you back down.
Yeah, that's fair.
They're just lucky I didn't show up my normal food tonight, because they would have been in trouble.
Ricky still ain't done.
But Darlington next week, they're in trouble.
Well, still a 33% shot you bin it.
33? What makes you say that?
I'll take those odds.
That's my rough calculation. When I was racing trucks early last year, it was about a 33% chance KJ would bin it.
I love how you did the full math on that.
Hey, Andrew, all I hear is a 66.67% chance that I win.
Those are pretty good odds, too.
That is pretty good. Don't be breaking out the Scott Steiner math. That's the main thing. Only hardcore wrestling fans will get that reference.
What, 2/3 and 1/2 and 67% means I win?
It's something like that.
That was a classic TNA promo.
He gets it. He knows it. It was the first wrestling show that I ever watched was TNA around 2011. I was a big Jeff Hardy guy at the time.
Oh, shit. I seen him the other day at the bowling alley.
Language.
Oops.
Shoot.
Don't worry, you'll get your notice of the fine in the mail.
Okay. He was at the bowling that other day with us. Bowling with his, I guess, girl and a couple other people.
Jeff Hardy, really?
Yeah. He lives right here with me. Like 5 minutes from the house.
Dang. Cameron, North Carolina.
Yeah. I used to work third shift. I used to see Jeff, Matt, and Lita.
That is so freaking cool. I can't even tell you.
All right, Andrew, who do you want to do first? You want to do second place Tyler Mallon or first place Ricky J. the Goober, the Muffin Man?
You know what?
User was moved to your channel. User was moved
Why not
to your
both?
channel.
I kind of had a feeling you might go that way.
It's been a little more of a laid back stream tonight, and we've been having fun with it. So, why not bring these goobers in here?
Hang on, Ricky J's got to turn up his hearing aid. He can't hear us.
He's younger than me.
There, you see, I told you he can't hear us, and we thought KJ was the one drunken out of it.
Hi.
Well, we got our 1 and 2 finishers in here. Tyler, I will start with you. Well, first off, why didn't you dump them?
I don't know. I'm probably going to do that next time.
You got tomorrow.
You got tomorrow.
Yeah, exactly. We'll just full throttle the corner, clean them out,
Gonna dump me.
ride the wall, and keep going and win.
Austin Dillon style. There you go.
Wow.
On a legit note, though, I will just ask you there, you were putting down well, both of you, but Tyler, you were making him earn it. You were staying right there in his mirror. I'm sure that was probably what you were thinking, because KJ was saying with how hard it is to pass unless you're able to get a nose to the inside. Um, I'm sure really all you could think of at that point was just stay with him and hope that something goes south for him.
Well, yeah, at this track, pretty much the only way to really get by someone is to wait for them to make a mistake and spend about 100 laps riding his bumper, hoping he would. And he didn't. I mean, he did one time, but I wasn't able to capitalize it because I decided to make a mistake at the exact same time. Yeah, it was a fantastic race. Frustrating track, obviously, but it's that's just the way it is. But yeah, it was a lot of fun. We were on each other all night there. Never
Bristol
got to
Game
really run
Track.
that close to someone for that many laps. So
Yeah, 1/10 ended up separating you guys there at the finish. That's pretty darn good for a decently long green flag run there at the end. So credit to the both of you. Zach, you got any questions for Tyler?
Unfortunately, I do not.
Hey, that's totally
that's
fair.
all right. I didn't want to talk to you anyway. So.
All right.
I see how it is.
How about
Damn.
this? All right. What paint scheme we running tomorrow night?
Probably the Advair one, the purple one.
Ooh.
Which medication is that one again?
The asthma.
Asthma. You sure you don't want to run the antidepressant scheme instead?
No, I've already had enough of those today.
Fair enough.
I got a question for him.
What you
Oh,
got?
boy.
Keep it PG.
No, it's totally PG.
All right.
That last run, if you could do anything different, what would you do?
When Joven slipped up, I would have not hit the apron, and hopefully I would have been able to get a run by him, because hitting the apron there is what got me loose to his inside. He was able to power back by, and I just would have left to enter that corner side by side, but unfortunately it just wasn't in the cards tonight. And obviously I wasn't going to run through him. I thought about it, but I wasn't going to do that. So
It even crossed your mind. So, hey, still a great run for you. I'm sure that's going to build some confidence for tomorrow, even if the physics are quite a bit different.
yeah, just got to keep the track position better tomorrow. We started on the pole, and then the pit crew decided they want to have as many drinks as KJ has, and for out a 17-second pit stop there. So
Oh,
Hey,
I
now.
have a question.
sorry, KJ.
Now you
I
got
got-
something.
I got a question now that Tyler brought up pit road. Did you feel silly pitting with pit road closed under the first caution?
Yeah, this one was unfortunately the second week in a row where I've decided I did not want to follow the rules of pit road and just gotten myself a pointless black flag. But hopefully tomorrow that won't happen. We'll see how
Knock
it
on
shakes out
wood.
tomorrow. Yeah, knock on wood.
Don't do what you did in the spring.
Oops. What, you mean
Oopsie
pit on
doopsie.
lap 4 for no reason?
No. I meant like speed on pit road
Oh,
at the end
speed.
of the race.
Yeah, that one. Yeah, I've been having a really great season on pit road tonight.
Oh, Denny Hamlin vibes.
Oh yeah.
Oof. Still a great run, man.
Yeah, very good run.
Of course, closing thoughts, shout outs, whatever you want, man. Obviously keeping it PG, but you know.
Well, first off, thank you to you two for broadcasting. You do a fantastic job, both you, Andrew, and you, Zach, and KJ. You were in the booth tonight, so looking forward to going back and watching. Thank you to Brian and Kathy Voiles for all they do for the league, Magoo for putting this place together, and everyone at Bomb Squad for always putting on a fantastic show.
You're right on, man. Appreciate you, and great run. And we'll turn it over to
Ricky J.
Mr. Muffin Man Goober.
Where? I don't see him. Anywhere.
Yeah, I'm talking to him right here because you won the dang race and you blew your motor doing a burnout.
He was really
Why
happy.
couldn't he have done that with like 5 to go or something?
I mean, I think that was all according to plan. It was perfect.
Well, I will ask you this though on a legit note though. Kind of during that final run, was there any semblance of trying to just keep the tires under you and just try to save it so that you were able to keep Tyler behind you, or was it just flat out just have at it?
At, at the beginning of the run, yeah, but as the run progressed and we started to pick up more and more speed, it was just a matter of making mistakes because obviously Tyler was just gonna have to push the car as much as I did in order to keep up with me. So just a matter of not making many mistakes. And after the car bottomed out there that one time, it pretty much spooked me awake for the rest of the run. So we just we hit our marks and it was a good race. It was a fun run.
Same thing, giving you some good confidence heading into tomorrow.
Oh yeah, always. It's always nice to go into the next race with some momentum and a win. So we'll see if we can replicate it tomorrow and just keep rolling, man. That's what we do.
All right, on Zach, what you got, if anything?
Wow.
No questions? What in the world?
I got a question.
Oh boy.
What you got?
Why do you keep saying, "Oh boy"?
Oh boy.
I never
How's
know
them,
what you're gonna say. I'm worried.
How
how's them,
many times did I say that tonight? I don't even remember saying it.
how's
What you
them
mean?
PPR2 engines treating here?
Huh? Oh.
Them PPR2 engines, how they treating you?
Not pretty much better than his hearing aids are. That's for
I
sure.
think they're treating me pretty good, man. I mean, I won the race.
I was trying to coach you up. Just make sure you get off the corner. You know, you can give it the entry.
Uh-huh. Hey, I appreciate that.
Yeah. Now, I'm pretty sure everybody's tired of seeing Tyler win, so at least somebody else.
Tyler will
Every-
make up for it tomorrow, I feel like.
I mean, I would have put him in the wall lap one, but that's just me. But you know, everybody's different.
Oh, you would, but every blind squirrel finds a nut every once in a while.
And I was very
Oh,
blind tonight.
Speaking of blind
Yeah,
squirrels,
you were. What in the
here's
world?
a question for you. How much fun was it navigating the blind squirrel of the 029 truck tonight?
It was something, but he got
Hey,
out of the way pretty much every time.
There was
so.
one time where I
There was
wasn't
there was
sure
one
if he
there was
was
one time
going
he
to.
did. There was one time he did, but every other time he did. So he was all right. It was good.
KJ, we ain't gonna let you live this one down for a while.
I don't care.
Yeah,
That's the
y'all
spirit.
saw him spin mad on pit road, right? That was funny.
Oh,
I
that was
don't. We didn't
that
see
was
that one.
hilarious.
Oh,
But
we missed
I
that.
did.
Oh, you missed it. Oh,
I
you
did.
gotta go back.
I did see him plow into that wreck like 10 seconds late.
He did wreck his own
Run
teammate.
right into
What?
Mac Daddy and then sent Mac Daddy right down into Silver Bullet. So he
You
wrecked
did
both his teammates.
you did what now?
Plowing
Wait,
like
wait,
it's his first night on
What?
the game.
What the
I,
heck?
I don't even remember that. When did that happen? What lap
That was on like
When
lap
did
13 when you were plastered.
What the heck?
Yeah, it was
It's right
the
in front
top
of me.
two that spun out, and
Shoot, man, at first I thought Jessica was driving, but then I remember she don't drive that bad. I mean, it had to be you.
whoa there.
What? Wait.
Wow.
She's a female. You know how they
Wow.
drive.
Okay.
I think we're gonna give Ricky J his closing thoughts and shoutouts here.
I tried, okay. I failed miserably. But I mean it was a great race. I just want to thank everybody for tuning in and watching, and thank you guys for doing the broadcast. Thank you, Brian and Kathy Boys and Wells Trucking, Barbecue, and everybody here at BSR for coming on racing. It's a lot of fun as always, and I appreciate everyone for everything that they do. So thanks again, and I had a lot of fun.
And best of luck to you tomorrow as well.
You probably just jinxed it. I'm probably just gonna choke and freaking wreck or something, or God only knows what I'll do. It'll be fun though. It's gonna be a good time. Come on out, bring it on.
And the one last thing, and yes, I'm gonna say this on stream. Zach, what on earth did you send me on Messenger at 9 o'clock?
At 9 o'clock?
What on earth is that? Well, I see what it is.
I don't think you can say what that is on
I'm not
stream.
gonna
It's
say what it is.
It's not PG. I'll have to send it to
Do it.
Ricky and Tyler on Discord later.
I'm kind of scared.
And you're the one telling me to keep it PG, or telling Tyler to keep it PG. I don't know.
I'm not actually saying it. I just had to mention it.
Well, What's the point in mentioning it if you're not going to talk about it?
Don't do it, Andrew.
Because the funnies. Let's just say that it is
Don't do it, Andrew.
it is disturbing, and it is not a piece of food that I wish to partake in.
No, apparently I need to start sending you some of
Hey,
my curse
What do you
words.
mean, Andrew?
Andrew, hey, me give you
Yes.
some advice. Just do it. Do it.
No,
Just
don't
do it. Is that what you said tonight?
It's just
do it.
don't do it.
Goose, are you watching? Get in TeamSpeak, Goose. Come on. He'll tell you.
Don't do
man.
it.
He'll tell you.
No,
I
we
did
are
send- I
we
sent-
are on
Just do
air,
it.
and I do have a
He'll tell you.
reputation to keep here. So
I did
No,
send it.
I'm just saying.
I did
Goose,
send
get in
it to
TeamSpeak.
Goose. I did send it to Goose. Yeah.
me and Goose said so much curse stuff to each other. It's amazing.
Anyway, I think it's time to wrap this up, Andrew.
Agreed.
We get in trouble.
I think
More trouble than I've already put myself in.
I think we've crossed
you're
that
banned.
point, but
I was already banned.
Zach,
again.
Thank God.
I'm gonna ban all three of you from interviews from now on.
for?
No, you can't.
Why you gotta be so mean?
Why you gotta be so rude?
You gonna
Okay,
ban
I will.
my win
Okay,
next
I
week?
will ban you if you sing that
What?
song. Zach, your closing thoughts. Joven, I hate you.
KJ was gonna say something. KJ, what were you gonna say real quick?
No, I'm just saying. You gonna ban me when I win next week?
Nah.
Nah.
What tracks next week?
I'm doing
Darlington.
a redemption tour. That's what I'm doing. I'm starting so low.
Well, you better
Yeah.
not be drinking if you're gonna do that redemption tour. You're screwed. There ain't gonna be no redemption.
It's Darlington. I can drink next week. Be fine.
I don't know.
That's cap. There ain't no way.
When we raced
Maybe one or two.
Darlington last year in trucks, I think pretty sure you self spun and you were not drunk that night.
Did I win?
No, I won.
Oh, that's why you won. I
Well,
Yeah,
Well, that race
you
just
ain't
doesn't count then.
there
That's
no
why I
more.
said.
Though.
That's why I
You
said
ain't
there's
there.
a 33% chance he wrecks.
Well, this is you got 1 out of 3, so this is 2 out of 3. So odds are in my favor.
Yeah.
Well, the odds are also in your favor because I won't be on track. I'll be up here in the booth.
Order, gentlemen.
Anyway, closing thoughts. Great race. KJ, I don't know who was in that truck for the first half of the race, but it was somebody in that truck. It reeks alcohol though. I want to get away from it as soon as possible.
Same with
Great
Evan.
great race by Ricky J, Tyler, Mac Daddy, Nelly. Very good show, and looking forward to tomorrow night.
Yeah, it'll be a good one. Looking forward to bringing everyone some coverage of that. Well, inevitably, these goofballs will be up here again, and we have fun with them. Case in point. So we'll see everybody for tomorrow. Bristol Cup for
User left
Bomb
your
Squad
channel.
Racing. As there goes KJ. And then next week, trifecta. Be Homestead for Homo, and then a doubleheader for Darlington, Trucks, and Cup for these guys here at Bomb Squad. Looking forward to bringing all the coverage, and until then, though, of course, we'll wrap it up here. Congrats once again to Ricky J on the win, and all y'all are fired, except you, Zach.
Hey.
Take care, and bye for now.